welcome all. Guys, girls, non-binary pals, it's me, MCZX, your best friend that you did not know you needed, the lover boy that never was. It is I, and we're here with the mailbag episode for Simply Complicated. And today I am joined by, guess what? I got him 2 weeks in a row. 2 weeks in a row. Not like anything happened the first time we tried this. I got him 2 weeks in a row. It's Drew or Leeds. Ain't this crazy?
Whoa, now it's yum with it, baby. It's your boy Drew Orleans back in the building. The return of Sergeant Sarsaparilla. It's crazy wild story y'all may not know about. We'll get into it. AI's taking over. Anyway.
That's right.
I'm going to be fresh as hell if the fans watch.
Yeah. That's right. You feel me? But guess what? I could just start the show. We could just open up the SAC and just start reading. But guess what, guys? After a return from a con, after us miscommunicating with each other, thinking he was going to be doing nothing, I got him back. He's back again. It is your friend, Rizu with the 3 belts. Yeah, dig what I'm saying? Yes,
God,
sir.
My
Rizu with the 3 belts is
What's popping with it, y'all? It's your boy Rizu. You already know. I got the cookies, buy one, get one for the same price. I got the Rice Krispies, buy 2, get 3 for the price of 4. But guess what? These hands is always free. We totally didn't just record this for the second time.
Yeah, that didn't happen. Nothing happened. I swear the first intro was perfect. And then, stuff. Did I say first like something happened? Nothing happened. Hey. Yeah, nothing happened. So we are here. We're here. We're back with another episode of the mailbag. We're going to just talk briefly. First of all, gents, how are you all doing?
Blessed and highly favored, my brother.
Love to hear that. I love to hear that.
Chilling.
Hi, how you doing, good sir?
Good job. See, that's great. I'm doing great. Can't complain. I'm blessed. I got air in my lungs. We out here about to read y'all questions and stuff in a few. And we are currently all wrestling right now. Just want to throw that out there.
We wrestling.
It's still wrestling.
Big
I know
wrestling.
it might be misleading, but it's not. It's a press conference. Get over it. And if you're watching on Twitch, man. I don't know what Power Up and Ralph Z and Power Up, I don't know what that means. I guess those are emotes.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's been a good 2 weeks. I guess the world is still here. We're still alive and it's hanging on. I guess still a bit resilient. I like to see that. What happened over the week? One big thing. The game I am anticipating the most this year, not GTA 6. Ultra Pro Wrestling. What? What was that about? What?
Not GTA 6? You're not looking forward to it? Okay.
I mean, I'm looking forward to it, but we'll talk about it. Look,
okay.
Ultra
ain't
Pro
gonna
Wrestling.
Be in the game.
You're not. Who? What?
Huh? Trevor.
Huh?
Trevor
might be in.
He ain't gonna
Might
be in
kill him off.
It's gonna be a continuation from 6.
No,
I don't know.
I mean, from
6.
5. I said 5. 5.
Well, you must be in the future because 7 would be coming out by the time we're 50.
We're not talking about that. Different dimension. My fault. My bad.
But Hyper Focus Games are the creators of Ultra Pro Wrestling, and you guys, if you ever played a Aki game, have you played an Aki game before? Do y'all know what that is? Like WCW versus NWO World Tour, WCW versus NWO Revenge.
Woo. Heat.
WWF WrestleMania 2000, WWF No Mercy, Virtual Pro Wrestling 2. All those games have the Aki engine. AEW Fight Forever tried to replicate it. It did not end well for them. But these guys have created all the animations from those games, not Fight Forever, but the ones I mentioned that use the Aki engine. And on top of that, they got the license for Aki. They have the copyright. They own it. That means Hyperfocus Games is not making a successor to a No Mercy, to a WCW versus NWO World Tour. They are making the successor to those games. Like, they are basically the successor is what I meant to say. Not they're making a successor. They are the successor. They will be making the next game to utilize that engine, and they have made all the animations. They also released a video if you're part of their Patreon showing all of the animations. It is a 3-hour-long video. I have not gotten through it, but it is looking exciting. I'm excited for it, and it's endless amounts of customization in that game. I'm just claiming it now. So you will see me stream that in the future, and that's one thing, and that's it. So I just wanted to share that with anyone who's following that game and is excited like I am.
Wrestling is so cool.
It is. What are you trying to say?
Genuinely love wrestling.
You say it like that. You made it.
Like what? Like wrestling is so cool?
Yeah.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing. It's just
I can't think wrestling is cool because I don't watch it.
I ain't say all that.
What you saying then?
You know what? I think it's just a triggering thing for me when you say wrestling's so cool, because it's usually followed by some smart ass comment on how it's not cool.
First off, I'm a wrestling legend. I grew up in the SmackDown Raw era, also WCW, WWF.
That's true.
The merge, all that. I was there. I love wrestling. Truly. I haven't kept up with it, but I still respect it and love it, and it's cool.
That's my fault. You know, we get triggered by that. That's like a lead in. And they're like, oh, that shit fake. Yeah, I'm like, oh, no, it's not fake. It's actually great performance art. Highly underrated performance art. But enough about wrestling. Let's talk about the other thing that happened in the past 2 weeks. The big game. The Eagles took on the Kansas City Chiefs with their double magic. And guess what? The Eagles.
They don't know.
Look, Kansas City, no offense, but you guys got away with a lot. And as soon as we start talking about how the referees throw everything for you, that's when you lose a game. I just find it a little sus and suspicious. That's all I'm saying. But they got stomped by the Eagles. But no, we're not here to talk about that. This isn't a sports car podcast.
Hold on. Let me just say one thing about that.
Shoot.
Mahomes lost to Brady, NFC Championship, lost to him in the Super Bowl. And he lost the Super Bowl when Brady was commentating his Super Bowl.
Conspiracy.
Nah, you know devil magic when it show up. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
Wait a minute. I see what you're saying. I get it. Tom Brady is the link.
When the real devil magic show up, that other shit just stop.
It's like, you ever see what's the meme when Alexis pulls up to a what's the meme? What's the meme? You know what I'm getting at here.
What's the meme?
Oh, you know the meme when they're talking about when it's a certain car that pulls up next to another car. Hold on, y'all take over.
I don't know what meme you're talking about.
I don't either. But go on, Rizu. You got it.
But what I will say is the game was cool. The game was great. I know a lot of people were watching that game, wanting their certain teams. And look, I can't say I didn't want the Eagles to win already, because the commander and dickhead of the United States went to go endorse the Chiefs right before the game, so it was great that the team that he wanted to win lost. That filled me with great joy. I like seeing him fail everywhere he can, even if it's not him.
If they won, he'd have took credit for it.
I know he would have, and that's why I'm so happy that they lost.
Oh, what a fucking weenie.
You don't understand. I was so happy that they lost.
Well, it was because their favorite president was there.
Weirdo.
It was great. Like, I know you understand, but like for real, it was just so many things happened. MC, you still looking up this meme?
Yeah.
I'm about to say shit.
Respect, brother.
Realistically, y'all know what I want to talk about, and I can't stall no more. Yeah, that's right. Rizu done ran out of shit to say. I'm very hype for
Okay.
there you go. You found it. You found it.
I think I found it. I think I found it. I could be wrong, but this might be it. All right, I didn't find it.
All right. So look, man, fuck you. I'm sick of this shit. So,
oh, it's when a Lexus pulls up to a real Lexus. There it is.
When a Lexus pulls up to a real Lexus.
Yeah, you know how people be like, "Oh, this is a Lexus," and then the actual Lexus pull up.
Well, yeah.
That's the meme. I couldn't remember it, but that was it. All right, so yeah. Sorry.
Me?
All right, damn silence, bitch.
Huh? What?
All that damn silence. What's the silence?
Man, look.
All that damn radio and shit.
Man,
look. You been here before.
Nah, so you get that beam, that shit threw me off. I was like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about.
When a BMW pulls up to a BMW, I forgot what it is. Someone knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, I don't know.
But like I said, what I will say is y'all know for a fact, the thing that I was the most excited for was the halftime show. And look, first, y'all know I gotta do my bit of shit talking. Dog. I sat there like afterwards, like days later, and like I had a family member, me being like, yeah, cause Kendrick, me breaking it down, I was like, people don't understand that, like, a lot of people who listen to the Drake, and it's like, I grew up listening to Drake. Like, for real. Like, listen to Drake. Seeing the weird shit that Drake do in the music industry is actually, like, concerning when you actually think about it. So I'm sitting there talking to family members about it. And everybody got their different opinions. Everybody not gonna like the same music. You know, the old folks in the family always like, yeah, he just
That's
really
not Otis Redding.
I had like one of my cousins.
That's not Marvin Gaye.
Our age. Not have like a argument like, oh yeah, because I just thought the performance was poo. He's like, what you been through? What culture you part of? And I was just like, what?
The black experience? I'm sorry.
So did this nigga go ahead the audacity to be like...
You can't respond to shit like that, man.
No, he go ahead the audacity to be like, I don't never see you post no pics at the club.
Cultureless swine.
I'm cultureless because I don't post no pictures of me at the club.
He never be outside. He don't be outside.
You'll never catch me at the DJ.
So you're not requesting songs to be played while all these people yelling in the same spot.
I just, like, I couldn't process what he was trying to tell me, son. It was so dumb. I ain't never heard, like, it don't get me wrong, he got a lot of dumb arguments. I ain't gonna even touch on it that much, but we talk about Kendrick,
dumb as hell.
About culture. We talk about music. And your argument was really, you don't see me post pictures at the club.
You're not in the club.
So you ain't part of the culture? And my thought was, does me going to the club make me part of the culture?
Don't make you black enough, son. You're not black enough, apparently, according to this dumbass man. He said you is white. White.
See, so like he told me that, and then like I told him something. My mom got mad. I was like, okay. It's like at the end of the day, like who are you to denote my black culture? I went to HBCU. I was chilling with buku people of my color. Just like I quite literally went through things. Went to protest all sorts of things.
Protest.
Meanwhile, he spoke peacefully. We ain't even got to talk about him. Like don't talk to me about the culture because you ain't part of the culture.
Don't do it.
Don't save her.
She don't want to be saved.
It just, I was just so perplexed, dog. Because
you're doing a lot right now.
Truly.
Calm down.
What is the
Perplexion.
culture?
What is the culture?
What is
it being
culture?
in the club? What is it?
Yes, 100%.
Why are so many people so upset with Kendrick that it gotta be something about attacking other people's like culture?
Yeah, I don't get it.
You know, I seen somebody post something and said, "Hey, look, I don't really know a whole lot about this Kendrick fellow and about the beef between him and Drake, but when I heard his message, it made me think that he was talking about the Cheeto."
Oh, the rotten one.
Yeah.
We don't want to talk about.
And I'm like, okay, so there was a message there, and some people just didn't get it. Truly.
And you know what's beautiful about the performance is there are so many messages in that one performance that you have to watch it multiple times to really grasp what he's trying to say or what he's giving to the audience. It's beautiful. And the fact that so many people got upset says a lot. Like, I get if the music's not for you, but you're kidding if you're telling me that's no talent. You're joking. Seth Walter says you're not black, by the way, Reeves. We said you got to take your card away because you didn't have the pictures in the club. So
he right, son. I'm not black for real, dog.
Oh my God. Breaking news.
I gotta start drinking
Jameson.
Henny and not Jameson. Fuck that. I gotta drink more Henny and Crown.
You got a Crown bag in your car.
And what else? You
got to remove one of your teeth and replace it with a gold one to solidify your black.
I'm about to go get one next week.
And you got to take the filters off all your cigarettes.
Correct. And you have to smoke cigarettes.
And they got to be menthols. Have to be 100%. 95% acceptance rate in the culture.
And you must get EBT. You can lie about it and go to jail, but at least you'll have some credit.
But at least you'll have it.
I'm sorry that this is how you found out that we have to be stereotypical towards each other, but
it is really
culture.
that. So it is just
so
like
dumb.
It was one of those things because like I really wanted to just go and gush about the performance because like I looked it up today. Y'all already know people been clowning so much. I'm a numbers dude. So after the second day, it had surpassed Michael Jackson's record for most views. I don't even know what it's at right now. I don't even know what it's at right now total, but I know just on YouTube they was at like 65 million streams.
That's crazy.
Like dislike ratio is like 90% likes, 10% dislikes. Dog, hip hop niggas wanted to talk about culture, and it's like the culture. Hip hop was never something that was made for the fucking white man anyway. So for you to be like, oh, you ain't part of the culture because you ain't showing out, it's like, fuck out of here.
Right. It doesn't make any sense. It's like the black experience is not a monolith.
That's what happens when you get rid of DEI.
That's what happens when you don't educate. When you're not educated and you think that we have to be everything that's shown or presented to us on platforms like BET and things of that nature, we all have to be a part of this one stereotype. But I keep telling folks, the black experience is not a monolith. There are different experiences. People that are black go through similar things, but we all don't just share the same experience and we all don't have the same feelings towards everything. We're not a monolith. Like, people don't know that I'm a hip hop aficionado because I don't look like I am. It don't look like I listen to that, apparently. I asked someone a couple of days ago, they think I listen to alternative rock and shit, which is true. I do. But
what makes
crazy.
You look like a hip hop aficionado? Like, it's shit like that. That be the shit that be making me mad. Like,
I mean, if we're going off of this definition, this era's definition of hip hop aficionado, I wouldn't look like Fantano, to be honest. I'd be bald, white, and have glasses. That's a hip hop aficionado. Look like Rosenberg. Or any guy on YouTube.
Oh, no, you said Rosenberg.
Yeah,
Paul. You talking about Paul Rosenberg?
No, Pete.
Oh, no. Fuck that nigga.
Like 1825 Tulane Rosenberg?
No, man. Oh my God.
It was just, son, you don't understand how funny that was to me, dog. I ain't know the culture.
Cause I don't look like Joe Budden.
It was like, all right. What it is, we need
excuse me. Hey. Sorry about that. But you get the point. It just doesn't make any sense, bro. The culture it's not a universal thing. It's not a uniform thing. The culture, either you get it or you don't get it. It's simple as that. Like, if you have to write 80...
Some people just know what they know, bro. And that's what they know. They don't know no better is the problem. And that's what MC's saying. Y'all don't know no better.
Right. Y'all think that the culture is just this one specific thing and it's evolved over time and it's not what you guys think it is anymore. And it is what it is. Like, people will say the same thing about Tyler. Like, Tyler, the Creator. They'll go, oh, no, that's not black. That's weird white kid rap. And I'm like, no, it's just as valid.
Now he mainstream, son. But when I listened to him, he was weird as fuck. So
exactly.
Who?
Don't make no fucking sense. Tyler, the Creator. I watched this man become... Thank you. But if you ask an average black person, like, oh, I don't listen to that. That's that weird white people rap. I'm like, huh? The black experience is not the same shit.
Music is music, man.
Music is music. Don't
put a bias on it before you listen to it. That's not even giving it a fair chance. Who's really getting an injustice? You or them? Because you don't even get a chance to experience something that could potentially really be like moving to you, and you just like, nah, I don't fuck with that.
Right? Like,
that's immature.
You're playing yourself. You're playing yourself. You're gonna not listen to good music based off of biases that you have towards certain people and miss out on getting your eyes opened a little bit to why certain people do what they do.
Right.
I don't get it. If a racist white person or whoever's racist listens to Good Kid, Mad City and actually listens to it and then further goes down the rabbit hole and tries to, understand the things that they don't understand, I guarantee you they would have a better understanding of what's going on in the culture sometimes.
But they would have to understand that that's real. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes they listen to it and they just be like, this is crazy. This is ridiculous. Because that's not something they can even imagine. I'm like, no, people really live through this.
Right.
But they think it's just like, oh, this is just terrible. I don't want to hear this. Y'all think drugs and guns is entertainment? It's like, no, a lot of people live through this shit.
Right.
Like, and if we're going to keep it a bean, I mean, back when rock music was the king of the culture.
King of drugs.
Drugs, sex, alcohol. Drugs, sex, alcohol. Then heavy metal got its shine. Murder, the devil, drugs, sex, alcohol. But when black people do it with rap, oh, God, it's the most vile thing ever. Even country music had a phase like that. Outlaw country is the most violent shit. It just doesn't curse enough. That's all. Big Iron on his hip is not.
Hey, that song go crazy.
That song crazy. Don't get me wrong. I love Big Iron on his hip. But that's about an outlaw. He wish you try him, because if you try him, he is gonna take that iron out and he is gonna let that thing blow. So
except when a real one pull up and end that.
Thank you. And now we got
the sheriff did that.
Sheriff.
I don't know what sheriff's name was, but sheriff did that.
Sure did. I'm just saying, the double standard that hip hop has compared to every other genre, like pop music now isn't just overly sexual all the time. And it's been like that all the time. But rap's the problem. Hip hop's the problem. How?
I like that
come on, man.
The woman hip hop scene is expanding to more than just like sex. I love that.
Right. I love Doechii, by the way. She's awesome. She killing shit right now. I just love where we get good music, and good music is good music. It's gonna find you regardless. You can't just not accept it. I get it. If this is your first time listening to rap, you don't know what rap is. You don't understand how the culture works. I get it, but don't sit there and try to box Kendrick Lamar into something that you don't understand. Like, I don't get that.
But you know, and that's also what they're gonna do. And it's like
I know. Carry on, Rizu.
It's just one of them things. Like, people, I've always felt that way, and that's how I feel about, like, that's why I feel the way how strongly I feel about the Kendrick Lamar shit, son. Like, people always gonna try to put shit in the box, but like the same person that I talked to about this literally lived the same type of life as Kendrick beforehand. So now that you, I guess, driving trucks and doing whatever the fuck you doing now, and now that you a family man and shit, you can't act like, nigga, you ain't grow up struggling.
Right.
So it's
everybody
like, you know,
struggle.
And I'm not saying I grew up struggling. I know my family was working poor, as my mama liked to say. Mm-hmm. We didn't like, so it's like we had shit, but we definitely had moments that we fucking, you know, struggled. So like, you know, nigga can't act like we upper class white folks, and I'm sitting here just trying to break down Kendrick like I don't know what it's like to be broke.
I did that this whole month, being broke. By the grace of God, I'm not going to be in that situation no more by the end of this month. Ooh, so I get it.
Praise God.
I get it. You dig what I'm saying? I understand not having stuff all the time. My parents worked hard to be where they are now and to have me in the position I'm in. We all worked hard.
Right.
You dig what I'm saying? And it's just weird that because you're not in the streets or you don't have a kid by the age of 20 and you're not out here gang banging or whatever the case may be, that you're also not a part of the culture because you're not doing any of those things. And that just invalidates your entire blackness because, you weren't doing that. You weren't living that life. You ain't hop off the porch. And it's like, because you didn't hop off the porch and you chose to, live a nice life. Yeah, stoop kid don't want to come off his stoop and be a gangster. You're not black enough. And that's stupid. It's stupid. And I understand why some black people will say, well, I don't feel like I'm black enough because I wasn't accepted by the black people that was around me. I get it. Right. I get it. And it makes you invalidate your own blackness. And now you start to think you could, hang out with any other race and think you're part of the club, but you're black.
And I'm glad that you mentioned Tyler. And I also think of Gambino when I think of that, because it was just like,
yeah,
dog,
100%.
Dog.
100%. I also feel like Lupe was very similar to that in hip hop.
Yes, Lupe too.
Lupe was never that kid. Like I never was the kid that was sitting there like, oh man, I had to. I wasn't eating sugar sandwiches. And so one of my homies was like, hey son, you ever used to like get the cheese sandwich? And just like find random condiments that you could make so it was an interesting cheese sandwich. And I was like, nah, I ain't never lived like that. So
I'm not laughing at that. I swear.
Wait. Run it back one more time for me.
Dude was like, hey, you used to eat the cheese sandwich and you use different condiments to make your sandwich interesting. And I was like, nah, I don't think I ever had to do that, dog.
I don't know what the hell he's talking about, but I've been trying.
And I was like, I ain't never had to live like that.
Let me just
sandwich?
First off, let me just say, and if that happened, I'm making a grilled cheese, and I don't really put no condiments on my grilled cheese.
But you put now way to cook it. We're supposed to get to the mailbag. But wait,
if you got cheese though, you got some kind of bread.
No, but that's what I'm saying.
And I don't mean like white bread. I'm talking about like some money to get you some piece of meat or something.
Right, or you just got bread or no deli meat, son. You got butter in the house or margarine. You could just put that in there. You got a grilled cheese sandwich, some oil.
I ain't putting no. Wait, that's not even a struggle.
God.
I mean, I know.
The way he worded it was like that's all he had, and I was like, damn.
Yeah, that's.
I can understand that being a struggle if that's all you got.
It must have been government cheese.
Right. Ooh,
but like,
it ain't no grilled cheese sandwich. That's a struggle.
Yeah, that is a struggle. I'm not.
That shit is not gonna melt.
Like the government cheese.
But like, I don't know. It was something like throughout the whole week. So instead of like Cause I still ain't go back talking to Family Tech. They was like, well, you went too far. Cause I told that nigga, hey, it's like, man, you get the fuck out of my face with that about music. Shoot, it is what it is, son. Y'all know I don't like people talking to me any type of way anyway. So it's like, you think I'm gonna let family come at me some type of way over music?
Nar. Not over music. Shit.
Nathaniel, you heard me.
That just made me think of other rappers that like back when I was growing up. Of course, Wayne was the big popping dude and the Hot Boys and everything. I wasn't really listening to stuff like that. Like I heard them on the radio, obviously.
You ain't no real
but
hot boy.
I definitely am not. I can't claim I ever was. I'm sorry. Sorry for y'all to find out this way.
I love that for you.
But yeah, I was listening to like Gambino, like Lupe, Crit. I'm thinking of people I'm growing up. Lupe. I watched Tyler. I watched Atmosphere. Atmosphere was fire. That's a big LA thing. Murs. You know what I'm saying? Rappers that weren't these super gangsters and everything, because I couldn't relate to that. But I did relate to wordplay and lyricism because I love poetry. And when I hear someone doing it in a way where I have to stop what I'm doing. I'm like, hold on, I got to comprehend everything you just said. I had to tie all that together. When you're such a wordsmith and you could do that, hey, I'm in.
And son, that's what it was with Wayne, son. I ain't never had to live the shit that Wayne talked about, but that nigga wordplay and lyricism, fucking
crazy. Oh my goodness.
By the way, y'all that wanted Wayne to perform at the Super Bowl, y'all owe us an apology. Because that ain't it. Not this Wayne we got now.
We're not gonna get into that, man, because there was a lot of people complaining saying Wayne would have did better, bro. So I don't think so. And honestly, respectfully, I don't want to hear their opinions because I don't care.
I agree. I don't care. It happened already.
I was one of the biggest Wayne heads in the early 2000s during mixtape era Wayne. So I don't want to hear nothing about nothing. I said what I said, and that's it.
It's really that for real, son. It's that for real. That's what I was telling people. I was like such a huge Wayne fan, and for me to be like, hey, son, but y'all got to give it to Kendrick. Like, son, like so many people have tried to diminish Kendrick as a whole. Like, oh man, he went to go perform a diss track. Nigga, he also played Humble, which went double diamond after the Super Bowl.
Which Humble is also a diss track to Big Sean.
Let's be real honest.
Because of the Drake, dog. It's about sportsmanship. It's about competition. That's what it is. It's about who's the best. It's been like that before we was even thought of. That's what hip hop is.
Niggas wanted Wayne to come rap about pussy, sex, and drugs, and to bring Drake on stage. Who realistically, if Wayne would have brought like a Drake on stage, Drake would have did the same thing and would have talked shit about Kendrick.
He would have did drop. You know, he ain't gonna do that. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let me do what I need to do.
Niggas was really trying to act like, oh, Kendrick went too far, and it's like, hey, like, you know, it'd be funny because something that I said about everything was bullies like to be the one to be like, hey, maybe you went too far.
No, you shouldn't have messed with him in the first place.
Yeah.
You shouldn't have messed with him in the first place. You had every opportunity to stop, throw the flag up. You saw what J. Cole did. He knew he wasn't going to get involved with that. You could have did the same thing. You just been like, oh, you just sparring. That's all. It's friendly fade. You took it too far. You talking about his family. So he went and eviscerated yours. And here we are. Super Bowl later.
Let's talk about something just real plainly what it actually and factually is. You know what I'm saying? You got this performance that you have one side of people who are just like, that was great, that was amazing, right? And then you have the other side who was just like, trash, terrible, never want to see that again, right? Now, the people who did see it and was like, that was great, that was amazing, nobody was blown away by the performance, right? It wasn't just so stunning that we was just like, oh my God, that was unbelievable. It was just a great show.
Correct. It really was.
The problem, I feel, is there's a disconnect from what we expect in entertainment, and the people who didn't like it expected to be wowed and just to be totally amazed and in awe because there was such a hype around Kendrick being the Super Bowl performer. There was so much hype, but they just didn't expect that kind of entertainment. They expected to be wowed, like him to be shot out of a cannon or some shit, apparently. You know what I'm saying? Like, they just expected something totally different. And when he didn't deliver on their end, it just became the most terrible thing because a representation of what it is that you find entertaining. You know what I'm saying?
You know what?
It's just, it's wild. The barrier between such different people.
And what I noticed, it doesn't matter who would have been the Super Bowl performer. It would have been outrage regardless.
Right.
You could have resurrected Dean Martin and brought the Rat Pack up there. Somebody's going to get mad. Like, what the hell is this? This shit stinks. We could put Sabrina Carpenter up there for the Super Bowl. This is too sexual. Why is she showing her ass? Why is she bent over? Why is she being so sensual? You could have put.
It's different when the majority of people that dislike it are white. That's when it's a problem.
That is a problem. But I said those same people will be the main ones complaining. Like I think black people, if we didn't like it, we would just turn the TV off, like Kendrick said. We wouldn't just sit and watch that. I'm not going to sit and watch Dean Martin and the Rat Pack because I don't think that's a good Super Bowl performance. You want to get hype for the next half. You're not trying to sit here and be crooned to death. Right. I don't want to hear Bob Hope tell jokes. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see Miles Davis do a jazz thing. That would be dope as hell, though. But I don't want to see Miles Davis just play for 15 minutes and we don't know what the hell just happened. You know, it's about entertainment, and that's what Kendrick did. To me, Kendrick knocked it out the park. And for others, it wasn't their brand of entertainment, or they're not well versed on Kendrick. They just don't know any of his songs. There's a bird.
You know what? I think that's what it really was to me. I was thoroughly entertained. And it's like, people was like, oh man, we could have had, like, if I didn't hear Wayne, I heard people say, oh, we could have had a Chris Brown, or it was like, all
man. Right, but think about it, Reezu. If they announce Chris Brown is doing the Super Bowl performance in LA, it's going to be nothing but think pieces. He beats women. He's always in trouble every year, which is true. He is always in trouble each year. He's getting something with somebody. Only Team Breezy would be happy. Everybody else would not watch. And you guys are either going to turn it off or you're going to write a think piece.
I gotta say, like, on the internet, you look on the internet and it looked like it's split down the middle. People either hate it or like it. But then if you go to like the videos of the Super Bowl, people
was enjoying themselves.
People was very happy with it. Nobody is sitting there like, oh yeah, this bitch was trash.
Facts. All I'm going to say, and it's my last thing I'm going to say on it, if you don't want to watch the Super Bowl halftime show and you're just trying to watch the game, then go do something else while they're at halftime.
That nigga told you turn your TV off.
Turn your TV off. And if you can't do that, don't hate watch it. You can flip the channel. You don't have to turn the TV off. You can just flip the channel to something else. Put a timer on for 45 to 20 minutes or something and do something else. Go get some more food for your party or yourself. You don't have to watch anything. No one's forcing you to watch it. And I take umbrage with folks that are making it seem like they had a gun pointed to their head and they had to watch the whole performance. You had every opportunity to turn it off. Like, they can, I said this too, they could basically put what the Marine Band, the SEALs, have them come play for the Super Bowl, guarantee people will still be mad. This isn't patriotic enough. There's some sort of message in here. Yada, yada, yada. But I'm not going to watch that. If it's an artist I don't like, I'm going to not watch. When Maroon 5 was announced, I didn't watch that because I knew Maroon 5 is not going to translate well for the Super Bowl. Sure, they have a couple good songs. They do. but it's not Super Bowl material.
And even with that, dog, if I didn't watch it, if I don't like the artist, why would I take so much effort to discredit his performance? Like that's why I'm so frustrated. It pissed me off more hearing people be like, the message was missed. No, nigga,
it flopped. Flopped
he
where?
He wasn't throwing subliminals, dog. It was out there.
The same thing could be said for whoever's about to come up. People were saying the same thing about Usher. It's bloody Usher. Oh, this wasn't that good. You said the same thing about Rihanna. Said the same thing about Snoop, Dre, M, and Fifth. Y'all say the same thing whenever it's a black artist on that stage performing. Y'all find something to be mad at. You know who y'all are. When y'all have every opportunity to not watch. You don't have to watch this. They could announce Ted Nugent as the Super Bowl performer for next year. Guess who's not watching it? Me. And I'm going to go about my business. I'm not going to come on here and make a think piece about, oh my God, Ted Nugent. I'm not even going to discredit how hard you probably worked to make everything work at the Super Bowl, because that's a lot of rehearsal. It's a lot of hard work that goes into a performance at the Super Bowl, even for artists I don't like. Right. So I'm not going to sit up there and just discredit your performance. I'm simply not going to watch, and I'm just going to go about my business. It's not a talking point for me. They could announce, I don't know who's popping right now besides Kendrick, but they could announce what? Jack Harlow for the Super Bowl. I'm not watching that. No offense to Jack Harlow. I'm not watching that. It is what it is. People just need to learn to have a little more independence and not feel like they have to just sit down on the couch. They can just get up, turn the TV off, do something else. You do not have to just watch this just so you can talk about it at the cooler. You don't have to watch it. And not watching it's not going to make you racist. It's not going to make you anything. It's just not your cup of tea. But it makes you racist when you go out your way to discredit this man who has a Pulitzer Prize. And you're going to tell me he's not talented. Pulitzer Prize winner.
And because you don't know him, you think nobody else does. Is why.
Yeah.
But
never heard of him before.
It was either Bearded
ridiculous
or his lovely wife that shared it. But it was the person on news saying that Kendrick was a local no-name rapper, and it was just like, what? The 22, I'm sorry, 21 or 22. I don't even want to discredit my boy by saying it wrong, but this nigga won this many Grammys, and y'all trying to say he a local no-name rapper that with songs nobody heard of?
Y'all know what a local no-name rapper looks like. You all know what it looks like. Everybody knows what a local no-name rapper looks like.
Yes, indeed.
It's ridiculous. I'm just tired of I have to be outraged because I don't listen to rap music, so I must be mad. You don't have to do that. I don't listen to country 24/7. I have a couple country records I like, a couple country artists I like.
Yeah, facts.
But you don't see me out here being like, well, I don't listen to that stupid hillbilly shit. No, I like some of this shit. It's good. Do I like the Brody country rock about drinking a beer and hitting the road and getting your truck dirty? No, I do not. But I do love a good song that has great storytelling behind it. I like me some outlaw country. I like me some outlaw. I like that type of shit. But I do not like this party bro country shit. I don't like that. That's not me. To me, y'all can keep that. I got a beer in us. No, I don't need to hear it. You good. But I think we've talked enough about Kendrick and the Super Bowl. Anyone have anything else to say before we move on to the SAC?
No
mailbag. Okay, it has been a while. We used to have an intro to this. I wish I could find an old clip so I could just insert that there. Tell narrator to find it or something, but I don't. So we're going to just jump straight into it. This is the mailbag.
Story of a girl. Oh, never mind.
Who went around and down the whole world. When she smiled. Oh, go ahead. You was about to do something? I thought we were doing the same song.
Mail, it never fails.
That's not what we're doing?
Then we're doing that. Go ahead.
It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Yeah.
If you know, you know.
And Reezer, do you remember how we used to do this?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the mailbag. If you wish to send in a question to the mailbag, the email for it is what's in your sack?
What's in our sack at gmail.com.
What's in our sack at gmail.com. SAC.
SAC. And if emails are too hard for you to do because you're not a boomer, you can join our Discord. And there's a mailbag section in there. And you can just drop your questions there. Okay? Yeah. What's in our sack? Yeah, what's in our sack? I think that's how it used to go. So we're going to start with, this thing's dusty. Buckeye must have left some dusty stuff in here. This is dusty as hell.
If you, what you not go do? I've been hard at work.
Fuck yeah,
what you not gonna do? You ain't gonna you ain't gonna act like I don't.
Well, the first 3 questions are 2 years old, Buckeye. So, just saying, this is old. The rest of them are pretty clean. Thanks for showing up. Now get out of here.
You know, he always on standby for real, low key.
I know. He's a good man. He helps.
We love Buckeye.
The first question's from Bird of Hermes, and the question is Goku versus Gojo, who you got? Due to me not knowing much about Gojo, I'm going to pick Goku. Sorry.
It's Goku.
It's Goku.
First off, Goku could beat Superman. I trust Goku, bro.
Look, let me. I'm gonna just give you the quick rundown on Gojo. Gojo is a dude from JJK. His ability is called he has the 4 eyes. It's not the 4 eyes. I forget exactly what it's called.
I thought it was infinite expansion or something like that.
His ability is called Infinity, but I forget what his eyes are called. But basically, because of his eyes, he can see infinitely in every direction. And his ability, Infinity, allows him to put people in a field where he basically overloads them with infinite knowledge. However, Goku don't even need to process that. Goku just need to hit you once.
That's it.
Correct. One punch in the mouth. Now you're down. You did all that looking for what? Now you're on the ground.
You know,
we're going to move on to the next question. Who got it?
Man.
Yeah, that'd be unfair. Just like he don't even have to punch me. Just go flick Gojo and it's over. Flick of the wrist, game over. Woo. The next one's from Melon Humpers 45.
Oh,
this
man.
is so. What's MCZX's?
I relate to that though.
Well, I'm glad you relate, sir. Some of us would love to relate. I do not. Sure is nice, ain't it, gentlemen? Anyway, what's MCZX's top 10 waifus and why? Why is first of all, I don't have 10 waifus and I really have none.
Oh wow.
I'm sorry.
Didn't expect that.
I don't have any.
Well,
I haven't thought of that in a long time, so I don't have any. No SMH, Seth, I don't have any. I'm sorry. What do they mean by waifus? They mean like anime people, or are they talking like of all time? I don't get it.
It's specifically anime.
Anime? Then I don't have any right now. I'm sorry. I really don't. He said, bro, lame. I'm sorry. I kind of am. Let's move on to the next question. This is from the Great Lord Nigga. This is from 23, but it's still valid. Favorite new rapper? Anyone got a favorite new rapper?
Mine's is Lime King. Y'all know I like my nerdy Pokemon raps, and he's just loud as fuck and ignorant, and I like it.
Sounds about right.
Hey, look, it's funny, because, like, I'll say that, and somebody will immediately try to be like, but didn't you just say you like Kendrick? Yes. Love Kendrick. Been
See how there's balance?
Since Section 8. Dang. You like I can't, no, so you can't like more than one artist, son. If you stay in one niche, you gotta stay.
You gotta just stay in that niche, bud.
How dare you like multiple things?
How dare you be multifaceted? How dare you? What in the world are you doing?
What are we considering new?
It's just somebody. I could answer mine. I mean, he's not necessarily new, but out of a lot of these new cats that's dropped over the time, it's Jid's still up there, and LaRussell.
Yeah.
I guess LaRussell, is that his name?
Yeah.
LaRussell. Yeah, he cool. I rock with LaRussell. If that counts as new. I don't know what new is either, Drew Orleans. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But that covers 24 and 23. I guess 24 and 25. I don't really have a new rapper.
I don't either. I don't know.
Because I think the older you get, you kind of just pick your faves and you kind of rock with them. And if they have someone that's cool and they group that also happens to do the same thing, you might go over there as well. I heard Mick Jenkins is pretty good.
I ain't never even heard of him.
I've heard nice things about him. Sounds like he's a good rapper.
Mick Jenkins?
Mick Jenkins, yeah.
No, I've never heard of him.
He ain't dropped nothing new recently, but yeah, that's a guy too you could look out for. I really don't have plenty. Reezu, you want to read one from the Discord while I look at the next couple things?
Let me
or Bearded, you want to read one?
From the disco?
All right, I'm gonna go through the ugly ones because those are gonna be real short. All right, first off, we got from Hamburger. Where's my phone? I don't know where your phone is.
Hamburger, I don't know where your phone is. You might want to use the Find My Phone app. And if you have an Android, you're kind of shit out of luck. Sorry.
Favorite umbrella brand? I actually do have one. Give me a second.
Umbrella. Yeah. Umbrella.
No.
That's
no. It's like West Side or something like that.
I'm literally telling you mine.
Called. What's your favorite umbrella?
The Umbrella Corporation.
No, that's I almost made a mistake. Almost made a mistake. Like I lost my tab, so I'm just like, okay, let me type in umbrella. You know what I almost did?
You almost exited from this thing and we have to freaking hey,
man,
bro, use your phone, bro.
That's what I'm on right now.
So, like, I think Coach umbrellas are pretty cool. They real durable. Shed Rain is pretty straight too. You heard me?
These are things I'm going to look into because I don't
check out Amazon.
Davik is cool. Don't get Davik umbrellas. You heard me?
I have an umbrella in my car. I don't know what brand it is, so it's just umbrella.
Samsonite pretty good too. You heard me?
Samsonite just got good stuff.
Yeah, in general.
I don't Samsonite.
Yeah, I used to have some of their luggage.
Westchester, boy, get you one of Westchester umbrellas from Tractor Supply, man. That's a good umbrella. You heard me?
Oh, that look cool.
Umbrella. Yeah,
that look cool. I might have to get one of these.
Sorry,
what y'all laughing for?
Sorry,
what you laughing
like,
for?
What the fuck?
We talking about umbrellas.
No,
what's so funny?
What?
It's a respectable question.
I thought she was dead.
No, she is. She ain't on recover to look at me about umbrellas. Like, dang, I am cultured. Let me hit another question. The real question
is, why was that one blocked?
Which one?
The umbrella question. I'm in the
it's blocked
bag and it say one block message. I had to click on it to open it.
Somebody said that ain't no damn message. Get that out of here,
up, son. West must have blocked you, son. You must have ripped him. You must have had to rip him, son.
Who's West?
I don't know who that is.
So he one of the wrestling niggas. You must have had to. He must have had.
Who's his wrestlers?
West. He this nigga with an ugly ass mustache.
Damn. Sorry, West. Sorry you found out your mustache is ugly.
No, hold up, son. Because I know y'all can see this shit, son. I gotta go.
I can see it.
Son.
Well, since we answered the umbrella van,
but while I'm finding out, hold up. Another question that we got to ask: favorite ice cream flavor? It's
swirl.
What kind
The
of
Great
swirl?
Divide. The Great Divide.
Oh, okay.
I like Clarines and cream and
Bluebell.
And
that's not a flavor.
Specifically Bluebell. No, I'm talking about the praline and cream.
Yeah, specifically Bluebell.
Because other people make like praline ice cream, and it's not the same as that.
As Bluebell.
That's like, bro, Bluebell pecan praline ice cream. That's my favorite ice cream. Top tier. Can't even get it no more.
Who asked that question, by the way? You didn't say that name.
Oh, that was his name is El Vampiro.
Okay.
And
specifically Bluebell. I think it's Vipero.
So no, it's El Vampiro. Specifically Drew Orleans knows him as he made a wrestler on my game by the name of Matt Blaze. Drew Orleans calls
let's not do this.
Go ahead.
Let's not do this.
Go ahead.
Leave him alone.
I ain't saying
Leave him alone,
man.
because you're gonna get us in trouble again.
Drew call that man what you call him? Ronald Weasley.
See, bro,
look at you starting trauma.
Oh, man, hold up. All right, look. I don't know if y'all can see the camera in the thing.
I can. Yeah, I'm looking.
Hold up. This nigga.
Oh, what is?
Okay. Yes. I do remember.
That gotta go. That looks like Hitler.
No,
that's like Hitler with a dread.
What it looked like.
It looks like Hitler with a dread. I'm sorry.
That's the unholy Prince West. You leave him alone, son. He got drip.
That's real, like racist.
He got drip, all right. Like bad drip.
Look at this man, son. This is the pinnacle of drip right here.
No, that's
that's
racist
not
army
it.
lieutenant mustache. I don't like it.
I don't like that either. That's giving bad vibes.
Y'all really hating on this man. Look at this man, son.
That's one of his fits. Why is he wrestling?
That's one of his fits.
Like for real, like loaded up into all right, respect. Okay,
all right, Crocodile Dundee,
boy from the UK and Texas at the same time. It's crazy.
Makes no sense. My God.
No, West cool people.
Oh
man.
my God.
Cool people, man.
He probably cool people. I'm just saying.
Big shout out to my boy Wes.
This person didn't leave a name, but I'll read this question. It's just got a cross and a Mickey Mouse thing. I'm not sure who that is.
Well, that's Icy.
Proclaim's gonna boo you now.
Wow.
So, from Young Icy, what are your thoughts on how much people have stopped watching TV, and do you think this is a good or bad thing for our community?
See,
I wish you would have specified that. And Seth Balter is saying, damn right.
I don't watch TV to begin with.
How much people? I mean, a lot of people stopped. A lot of people started though. So I mean, like,
and it depends on what you call TV.
Like are we talking about like cable TV? Or are we talking about
It's
like I got the TV on with something on the TV. Like what are we talking about?
Because
like,
if you admit like streaming
television, but like I
me neither. I stream a lot of things. I just don't watch TV like on a box anymore. YouTube TV is a thing, but I barely use that. I only use that for wrestling shows and sports and the news every now and then. So, do I think it's a good or bad thing for people to move the box? I don't know, man. Maybe. Hopefully that means people are reading more. Okay. I think Seth is. I wish there was. Actually, all I'm going to say is I wish there was a little more context to this one, man. I don't know what you mean by this, but there's our question. We've read mostly all. Nope, we have a couple more in the Discord. True, do you want to read one?
No,
I got it, man. From improper thoughts. What aspects of yourself do you discover when you choose between being merciful or ruthless in games that offer moral choices? Like in scenarios, Like in scenarios where you could spare or execute an enemy who wronged you, do you find yourself making choices aligned with your real moral compass, or do you use games as a safe space to explore darker impulses and what if scenarios you'd never really act on? How do these decisions make you feel afterwards?
That's a good question.
What did those choices reveal about your own psyche, desires, and personal boundaries?
We got a banger of a question today.
Yeah, that's a real good question. I like that.
Look, I'll answer first. To me, I tend to make the choices I would make if I was in that situation. The only way I would go, like, I'm going to use Mass Effect, for example. If I did like some renegade shit, it's probably because you deserved it. And I wasn't going to let me be peaceful for once. No, you need to be eradicated. Most of the time, though, I'm normally doing the right thing. Just trying to make people's lives a little bit better, even if it's a fictional world or not. I would prefer to do the best thing. I know for Fallout, I didn't nuke the town. I tried to get them water. Things of that nature. I don't see the point of being mean and spiteful, even in video games. It don't click for me. I like having an option, though. But
see, when I was younger,
it don't click for me.
I used to think making that edgy decision was like cool as fuck. But like, no, like being older, like I remember the one time that like it really bothered me was, I'm gonna use your example, playing Fallout. I'm talking about Fallout 4 specifically. Mm-hmm. So, I played my normal Fallout thing, and I just ended up making the good choices because realistically, that's the shit I would have did. But then I made a character that was like, I'm gonna make all the mean choices. And I felt fucked every time I made a mean choice. And it could be like slight shit, and I'd just be like, ooh, I don't like this. Even choices where it was like, it's really morally gray. The darker options in those choices really bothered me. So it's like, I'm not somebody who likes being evil for the sake of being evil in a game, you know? Like,
I agree. Like, I've just thought of Grand Theft Auto 5, for example. Yeah, I couldn't take, spoiler alert, if you haven't beaten that game by now, I could not kill Michael or Trevor. I couldn't do that. I couldn't do Trevor or Michael. I'm like, nah, they're pitting us against each other. And that's some whole shit if I let the government win when all three of them using us in the first place. Yeah, I'm spoiling. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm spoiling. I can't do it. And even when it's just being mean for the sake of being mean, like just a mean interaction with like a good character that everyone likes or that you like, and you just mean to them that one time, I want to say I'm sorry. I'd be like, I'm so sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to press that button. My bad. I hate that. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings. I know this really don't mean anything, but I don't want to hurt your feelings. You a nice person. I'm just going through something that day. Seth said he's just spiteful as fuck, or he's just silent, and he let the console die in Mass Effect. And The Walking Dead. And The Walking Dead is a perfect example, because Telltale, I felt terrible if I replayed that and just was a dick the whole time, given the context of what's going on there. Nah, can't do it. Can't do it.
And but it's like that with a lot. Like, people be like, well, in them type of games, they always be like, oh yeah, your moral choice should be like, it's based off your morals. And it's like, hey, there's not a lot of situations, like, even with people I dislike, where I just let a motherfucker die. Like, you know, that take a lot. That's a lot. If like I could have saved you, so you, yeah.
Yeah, Kenny, I couldn't save Kenny. He was an asshole. Sorry, Kenny. Yeah,
it's just one of them. Like, I don't agree, but I get where people be coming from when they be like, man, so you really let this nigga survive in the game? It's like, yeah, now he was a dickhead, but if I could save everybody, we gonna try to save everybody. We gonna leave him to his own mistakes later on in life, but I'm gonna try to save everybody.
I just thought of, I know Drew has an answer, but I thought of one other incident, and it is Walking Dead related. You know, when the goofball has the option to shoot old girl or not shoot old girl, I've never hit a button so fast in my life. I had no thoughts after it. Like, oh no, he tried to hurt my girl. He tried to hurt Clementine. Click. Nope. Die. There's no let's use empathy and faith here. No, she gotta go. She tried to hurt Clementine, and I'm not standing for that.
People could change. That ain't my business, though.
Ain't my business today. Gone. Pop. So it depends. In proper thoughts, it depends. It depends on the situation, especially if it's a game that's sprawled from multiple different games and they give you an option to, kill or save. I have to have the context. I have to have the context. If I don't have the context, I'm not going to make the decision. Most likely, I'll try to do the best thing that I would do, but nah. That girl that hurt Clementine, nah. You popped. Instant pop. I ain't even think about it. Drew, what about you?
So for me, I was usually more inclined to do what I would do in real life. Usually pick the good choice, but every once in a while, occasionally, like I feel like villain stories are still good stories sometimes, and I sometimes want to see what it's like. What's the difference? What do we got going on? I'm trying to think somewhere where you got to make a decision.
Doesn't Metal Gear have a decision like that?
Yeah. The first,
or is that more of a linear thing?
The one for PlayStation, you could either save Meryl or you could let her die. And it's fucked up because if you just stop, if you just give up during the interrogation, she ends up dying, and that's it. But I feel like most people would just pick to try to fight for her, and but like if she dies, she's dead, and it's
permadeath.
Yeah, permadeath, and for the rest of the game.
Ooh, see, I don't like decisions like that.
But you also get a different item if you do like the regular requirements to get the items, because they have one. If you do let her die, you get the camo, the stealth bandana. You equip it and you're invisible. Okay, and then you got the other one is the stealth camo was a little pack, and then the other one was the infinite ammo bandana. And when you equip the bandana, all your weapons have infinite ammo. And that one is the one you got if you decided to save Meryl.
That one seems like it's a bit more useful than just being invincible all the time. That could get boring.
It could. It does get pretty boring. But it also is interesting because you get to go into certain places that you really wouldn't expect to be invisible and just, CQC the shit out of it. Just for fun, just slam bitches and, throw them into each other, and they just panic and don't know who to, it's great. Chaos. But in some scenarios, like boss fights and stuff like that, it's not nowhere near as helpful as infinite ammo. I could just unload on a boss.
Right.
Yeah, so.
Makes perfect sense.
Ups and downs.
Ups and downs.
Different, but they fun. They're both fun.
Important.
And then if you I think if you beat it again, you can get both of them, but I can't remember if they had like New Game Plus like that where you could actually have both bandanas. But I think you could though, the bandana and the stealth camo. Wait for
Seth says in the chat, I lean to kill normally, especially if I already gave you a chance. I agree when it's a case like that. Like, I've spared you once, so why are you trying me again? Did you not learn the first time?
Now that I think about it, it really does depend on the situation, because another one that comes to mind is Ghost of Tsushima.
I'm not going to listen to any of this because I didn't get to play that game.
But you got to play it.
You can say it without...
play it.
I need to get a strong enough
But
PC.
There's a very, very difficult decision that has to be made for the main character and one of his family members.
Oh, no. Nah, that's too emotional. It's going to mess me up, ain't it?
It is quite emotional.
I bet if I asked my brother would tell me, it's like, I can't spoil it for you. I just can't spoil it for you.
No, he cannot spoil it for you.
Damn. Damn. Okay.
Because look, you gotta play it. You got the story.
I just have to play it.
Ghost of Tsushima, unbelievable story.
I just have to play it. And Shino always says you should play Ghost of Tsushima. It's like 100%. Just play it. So
I'm so ready for the second one.
Yote. It's gonna be lit. We have one more question in the Discord, and that is, how do you think the direction of WWE is heading? This is a very simple answer. It's heading upwards and upwards. I don't see them making any major mistakes this year. They seem to be managing the roster right. The stories are compelling, even the ones that aren't for titles. They're doing the damn thing right now. I have to give credit.
They're pushing people
when it's due, you know?
They're pushing people that Vince would have put it on the back burner.
Vince would have let them stay at home and collect a check, and he's actually giving folks, Triple H is giving people shots to, prove themselves. So they're doing what they need to do. It's entertaining. It's cool. People like it. I really can't say anything bad about them. There's always room for improvement, though, but got to give credit where credit is due. And WWE, they doing it right now. Every week I'm excited to watch, and I feel like that's how every wrestling company should be. You should be excited to watch either a highlight or the actual show. And that kills the mailbag in the Discord. Y'all can start filling that up again. Let's look at the SAC. Let's see. Here's a question from London Stephanie. Got a couple of questions in here. Do you believe that the middle class will survive for the next 3 years, and what do you think it will take for us to survive? God.
Wait, can you read that question one more time?
I'll read it again. Do you believe that the middle class will survive for the next 3 years? What do you think it will take for us to survive? I said, God.
100%.
That's the answer.
100% that.
That's really all I got for this one.
Always the answer. Honestly, unity, for real.
Education, too.
100%.
Learning new skills, like not relying on these corporations to feed you and stuff. And I know it sounds cliche, grow your own food or make your own whatever, but
yeah, the whole go off the grid lifestyle. Yeah.
Yeah, like you could look, if you could afford it, go for it, because it costs a lot to move. But if you could do it, go for it. Yeah. Get out of there. Seth says comprehension, awareness. Yeah, I agree with those two, comprehension and awareness. If you can't comprehend, it's not going to end well. Willingness to change, for real. That too.
Yeah.
Let's see. I like that question. That was a good one. London Stephanie says, I think this is for me. Is Phantom the greatest of all time? The answer is yes. Phantom, the answer is no. It is no. You are not the greatest of all time, because that would be me. Or one of my co-hosts. We are the greatest of all. Actually, it's all of us. We're the greatest of all time. And I will not be taking any further questions. Let's move on to another question London Stephanie sent. We'll just run through these. Why not? Do you think the black community will ever band together as one and stop the violence against each other?
No.
Oh.
I'm kidding. I'm playing.
Yes. but no, you might be right. I mean,
it's hard to tell.
No, too.
It's hard to tell, for real, because it does always seem that, like, no matter what, no matter how hard you try, no matter how good of a job you do, like, there's always still going to be someone who is just literally just opposition. Like, somebody who's just like, I don't want to agree with you. I don't agree with you. This is all I know. This is, that's just how,
Yeah.
It's just so hard
crab in a bucket mentality is going to rear its ugly head when everything seems like we're all unified, and then someone just screws it all up because they didn't get the memo, they didn't understand why we're doing what we're doing. I don't know. I would like to see us unified for once, for something that's not music related or entertainment related, like real life shit related. It would be nice.
Right.
That all types of black people are on the same page here. But the likelihood is, It depends. It depends. That's all I could say.
It does.
It depends. If the lack of education is going to be the main thing. If people ain't educated, there ain't no way that's going to even work. So let's see. He's got London. You sent a lot of questions, so I'm gonna read the last 4 because they're not that long. These are pretty quick fire questions. All right. In 10 to 15 years, where do you think the music industry will be? Who will be on top? I believe Kung Fu Kenny will still be on top. That's... I'll tell you this. I think in the next 10, probably not the next 10, maybe the next 2 years, you're going to have an AI artist that's actually on top of the charts.
Yeah, I feel that.
I believe it. Like, it's going to change to the point where I think the music industry is going to look like a chameleon. Like, you'll have musicians that are still honoring the craft and putting in the work. And then you'll have this new breed of musicians that utilize technology to make music. And not that anything's wrong with that, but that's going to start to become the norm and take away from the craft. If that makes any sense. But I know in about 2 years, I guarantee you there's going to be some AI artist that's on the charts. It's not even a real person. It's an avatar.
Mm-hmm. Because there was already something like that on YouTube already. You know what I'm saying? Like somebody came out and said somebody that was or they had like an issue with the AI thing. I think that's a little different.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they
I
already...
think it was an AI rapper that was being like racist or something. I can't remember.
Right. I remember that. Yep. I remember that. That was the reason. It was being racist.
Yeah.
But I will say, like, South Korea is already doing that. There's like a K-pop band that's not, I don't want to say it's AI, but they're not real people. Like, the presentation's not real people. They look like anime characters. But that's probably a different thing, because you could say the same thing about the Gorillas, because the Gorillas are real people, but presentation-wise, it's not, the band itself is not real people. They're 4 cartoon characters.
Right.
So that's probably different. But AI is going to be taking over. And you also asked who will be on top. If we're talking hip-hop's a young man's game. In 10 to 15 years by now, like, this is going to sound weird, but I don't think Kendrick's going to be on top. It'll be whoever is...
10 to 15 years, nah, I don't think so.
Nah, like, he'll be one of those acts, like, if Nas drops something, you know it's going to be good, because he got the time, the experience. If Jay drops something, it should be good. He'll be one of those elder statesmen at that point in time. He's not going to be the top of the charts. Like, music really is a young person's sport. So
Thanks.
Whoever's out and popping at that time, whether it's an AI or a person, that's who's going to be out and popping. I think the artists like Billie Eilish, Sabrina Carpenter, they'll be around, but they're going to be in their vet stage. That's if they choose to continue music. Like, if a Lady Gaga will definitely be vet/legend at that point, 10 years from now, if she's not already there. So it depends. I wish I could tell you who's not going to be on top, though. Drake and Kanye West. So that's who's not going to be on top at all. Let's see.
I agree. I feel as though when it comes down to it, music is a revolving door, so we can't act like like it's real hard. As much as I would like to be like a Kendrick or a Tyler or somebody's gonna be on top, you never know.
Maybe
10 years from now, fuck it.
Maybe
it's Imp.
Eminem.
It's still Imp.
Im's still going. It's 15 years from now. I can't see him still going 15 years from now. M probably is going to be retired by the time that happens. Oh, wait. Oh, X's kid? 10, 15 years from now? I mean, X's kid could be up there. That's if he chooses to do music.
It's Flo Milli. Flo Milli is on top.
I don't know if that's supposed to be a joke. I like Flo Milli, bro.
I ain't say
trying to say. What you trying to say, bucko? Flo Milli being, I don't know. Not Northwest. Chill out, Seth. Chill out.
Hey, no, she got a little bit more sense than her daddy. You never know.
It's a possibility. With rapid fire for the last 3 questions from London Stephanie. Who do you think will be the next presidential candidates? Here's mine. No one. I want us to be single for the rest of... I don't want anyone else after this. Leave us alone.
I'm going to say it, and it probably won't happen, but I'd like for, like, Kamala or, like, a black woman to just have another try at it. I don't want Kamala losing this year to, like,
Morgan Freeman.
That nigga is deep. 82 years old.
Chill out, Seth. Morgan Freeman. I agree. Kamala running again would be nice. I think at a certain point in time, I wouldn't be surprised if AOC puts her hat in the bid, or Pete Buttigieg, he may put his hat in the bid. On the other side, that Marjorie Taylor Greene chick, she might put her hat in the bid. I can see it. If Vance doesn't get it after your boy, even though your boy dissed him already, saying he is not my successor. So as long as it's anyone but Elon, I'm good. And someone with some sense. Just, how about someone with some sense? That's what I would like. Sense to work with everybody and not be a complete raging dickhead. That's what I would like for our next presidential candidate. We have differences, but I'm not going to hoe you out and ruin your life. That's what I would like to see.
Yeah, just somebody decent.
Someone decent. And Seth double downs. Morgan Freeman is the choice.
I understand.
And, another black
I was just talking
question
about that. Actually, it's crazy. I was like, Stacey Abrams need to run for president.
Stacey Abrams would be fire as president.
Facts.
I ain't even going to cap. She tapped in with the culture. She tapped in with how people are. Bro, Stacey Abrams would be a fire president.
She's a great person.
And that's what, you know what? That's what we need. A great person.
That's it.
As president.
Just
a great person.
Human being, you know.
Not a tyrant.
Super patriotic titan.
Yes. Just someone who gets the experience of being a human being. Right. That's it. Somebody who understands what it's like being poor. Somebody that understands the middle class, the lower class, the rich, everybody. Somebody who understands. That's who should be the next presidential candidate. Stacey Abrams would kill that shit. I just know it. Glad you brought her up. Here's one more question about black folks. That's us. Do you believe black folks should go and form their own country? And what would it be called? You can't call it Wakanda.
If black folks was to go and form their own country, it's called Africa. They already have their own country.
Thank you. Next question.
Well, they have their own continent. My bad. There's several African or black countries, if you will.
I'm just going to call it Africa, and we'll call it Neo-Africa there. And it's in Africa, so there it is. It's a subsection of Africa. Neo-Africa is where the American blacks are. That's a decent question, I guess. And the final question of the mailbag. Final question.
Final question.
From London Stephanie. Why do you think an adult would steal someone else's child? That shit baffles me till this day, G. That mess is sad as hell. I don't know what this is in reference to, but boys, what do we say about that?
People are weird.
People are weird.
People are weird.
People really be having issues, and they have things going on in their lives that we may never understand, that we may never agree with, but it makes sense to them. Like, all of our brains work differently. You know what I'm saying? And something that makes sense to us may never make sense to someone else, and vice versa. And I really believe that there's a lot of things going on in their minds that there's like, this is fine. And we're just like, what the are you doing? Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? But that's what I think.
I think, to piggyback off of what you were saying, yeah, I'm not going to understand why you would think stealing a child is, first of all, that's wild. And to even rationalize that as something that a person should do, insane. I don't get it. And like you said, Drew, we're not going to understand why that rationality up there makes sense to them. Because to me, you shouldn't be taking anyone's kid. That's weird.
It's weird.
It's weird. And it goes back to what we all said. People are weird. Y'all are strange. Some of y'all think it's okay to not wash your ass. Some of y'all think it's okay to not put deodorant on. And some of y'all don't some of y'all don't brush your teeth. Y'all think that's perfectly fine. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm not trying to understand. I'm not trying to even join you. I don't get it. And because I don't get it, I'm going to leave it at I don't get it. You's weird as fuck. And that's that. You feel me? That's really it.
Okay, now, I feel like it did seem like you was being a little aggressive. You know, this.
What you mean?
I mean, like, okay, if they don't brush their teeth, they don't brush their teeth. Whatever it is that we think weird people do, right? Then that makes them weird. Sometimes people think the word weird is offensive, you know, and it does come off that way sometimes when you talk about stuff like that. Like when it's like, this is something I would never do, and then you just like that, you're a weirdo. Not sometimes I'm like, I agree with that 100%, but like, if I just say that, how would somebody feel if what they truly believed and thought was just and great and all this, if they was just like, that's weird and wrong and nobody trusts you? They're still people too. They still feel things. Now, granted, I'm not saying you need to make them believe that, you know what I'm saying? But
right.
You don't have to be so aggressive with like, that's weird.
It is though. It is though. Like, I get what you're saying. You saying, you know, have a little empathy towards that person, but I'm just saying, true. Come on now, like, nigga walking around with yuck mouth and saying, yeah, this is okay. Like, you don't smell it. You don't smell that at all.
That's not offensive.
That is not offensive to you or anybody else around here. Like, that's normal. You don't smell it. Seth said, fuck that empathy. I wish someone would feel some type of way for me saying they need to wash their Agreed. Like, nah, you don't take baths. Like, you gotta wash, man. Like, I could see if here's something I could agree with, and I'm not gonna say you're a weirdo. You don't like mayonnaise on your burger. Okay. I'm not going to see this nigga, man. This nigga, bro.
No, son. You know, I watched Undercover Brother at a young age.
It's low-key concerning.
Look, bro, you tripping, all right? Mayonnaise ain't like
Undercover Brother ruined that shit for me.
I love mayo.
Mayo good.
I love it.
What you mean? What's the problem?
If you don't like it on a burger, though?
I'm not saying you ain't shit or anything. I'm just saying, hey, all right.
Like, if you allergic to it, I get it. You know, if you don't like it, I get it.
I get it, but I'm not gonna call you weird.
If you like mayo and you don't like it on your burger, I think that's weird.
Oh no, yeah, I don't like mayo.
Yeah, I know you don't.
Yeah,
I used to.
I know that.
And that was just one of the. I don't know. Maybe it's weird for me to say it like that, but like I used to really like shit like that, and I felt like I not overate it, but you know, like.
I'm about to ruin this man's day. You know, every time you have one of them X burgers and they got the secret sauce, you know that's the base, right? The base is mayo.
You know, I never eat the secret sauce because I could smell it. I could smell a mayo.
Wow, you are a child. I'm gonna make sure you have that.
Nigga said, "Joke's on you, Bucko."
He did. Uno reverse card. I didn't put that on my sandwich. I asked for the barbecue sauce. I asked for the homemade barbecue every time. No. I don't ask for that X sauce. Damn. All right. Seth said mayo go on the burger, and I agree.
Mayo 100% goes on a burger.
Food preferences cool, but hygiene something else. Thank you. That's why I said they were weird. I'm not saying you're weird if you don't wash your ass. You're weird if you don't brush your teeth. You're weird if you don't put deodorant on, you know, or something to master scent. All that. I'm supernatural with my pits just out here reeking and attacking everyone's nose. Nah, bro, you weird. That's weird. That's strange.
Doctor Strange.
Multiverse Madness. I think that wraps up today's episode, though. Boys, because I see what Reeves was doing. That's why he's been so fucking quiet. His attention somewhere else.
No, son, I've been paying attention.
No, the fuck you haven't.
We all see it, bro. We see
it, bro. We see exactly what you're doing.
You don't see nothing, son.
We've been watching it the whole time. We just ain't saying nothing. You
right. You see how I'm multitasking? For real. See how I'm reading and multitasking and answering people's questions?
You can't even lie on me because I was reading questions too.
He was.
Nah.
Before the game was on.
No, I've been playing the game the whole time. The whole time.
This nigga, man.
The whole time.
Kill this nigga, bro. This nigga, man. So, look, Simple Squad, I'm thinking we touch base again in about, 4 weeks? You want to give them 4 weeks to fill the mailbag up again? And we do another mailbag episode?
Yes. A monthly thing is cool like that.
Yeah. So, every month, I guess we're announcing it now. Every month we'll do a mailbag episode. We're going to do this one. What's the next one to be? Around the 16th? So when would the next one be? The 2nd of March. Would it be the 2nd of March? And then the 30th of March would be the mailback episode. So the 2nd and the 30th of March. Reezy, did you hear that? The 2nd and the 30th of March will be the mailbag episode.
Yeah, I heard.
Well, it can't be the 2nd. That's not enough time. That's not enough time because this is the 16th as of recording.
If we're going to do it a month, it'll be the
16th again. Wouldn't it be the 16th again? Or just the end of the month?
No, it would be...
It sounds like y'all really struggling over there. He's not doing that.
Well, you're part of
it. Actually would be the 16th. It would be the 16th.
That's what I figured. But should we make it at the end of each month? And this is team meeting. We're doing a little we're revealing the veil
during the episode.
Sure are. Before we go away, might as well let them in. What do you guys feel? You guys feel we should do it at the end of the month or
I'm cool
4 weeks?
With making it every 4 weeks, which would actually put it based off of how we have it scheduled now, would be the middle of the month, which would give people enough time to put out their questions.
Respect, brother. I like your thinking.
Respect, brother.
I like that. So there you go. The middle of the month, there will be a mailbag episode. The next time you'll hear from us, Lord willing, will be the 2nd of March. That's the next recording. And hopefully the world hasn't exploded or imploded on itself or aliens haven't invaded or whatever. I don't know. Think of worst case scenario, it happens. So hopefully none of that happens and we can record coming March. The episode may be out a little bit earlier than expected if I'm able to get the narrator to do what he needs to do. That's if I can. If not, then it is what it is. It'll be out. Are you proud of yourself? Are you proud of yourself? Yeah. No, I heard it. I heard it. No, you didn't do that. The way I hope Riverside doesn't pick any of this up.
We gonna see real soon.
I really hope none of that got caught on the mic. And Seth says, who's trying to get carried on Marvel Rivals later?
I'm about it.
Yeah, I'm about it too. I gotta talk to my pops real quick, but once I'm done talking to him, I can get on the game.
I gotta go pick up water for the house. We ain't got no water.
Bro, I be stockpiling water. I don't run out of water in this bit. That's the end of the episode, ladies and gentlemen. This is MCZX here. Other boys sign out, then I'm gonna sign out. Did you hear me, gents? Did you hear me? No, you didn't. No, you didn't. Yes, see? Yes, look at fucking idiots.
This is Drew Orleans, everyone, signing out.
This your boy, Rizu.
You ain't got no damn catchphrase.
I need one!
You already know courage is the magic that turns your dreams into reality. And even, wait, hold on, I gotta say the new one. Our destination might differ, but eventually the orbit of our stars will eventually converge. Shut the fuck up. The orbit of our stars will eventually converge.
That's orbit.
What you put in Chat GPT to get that?
Wait, you talking about that second one?
Yeah.
Oh,
Man,
all my quotes always come from video game villains.
That's from a video game villain. A game I have to stream according to Rizu, and we have to role play it, which we'll do once I start my streaming schedule again.
Yep.
But this is MCZX here. You take care. You be good. Take care of yourself out there. Give yourself a try. Lead with love. Don't lead with hate. And have empathy for each other. We're all trying to figure it out here. And that's all I got for you.
Straight up.
Take care. Be blessed. And we'll see you next time on Simply Complicated. Peace.
Simply Complicated.
Yeah.
Yeah, my B, y'all.
NANI?
I told you not to say no stupid shit. I'm about to back the fuck out.
And I was like, okay, he's there.
Hey, guess what? This is going at the end of the episode. My B, y'all.
Fuck it.
My B, y'all.
Not my B. I don't give a fuck. Shit.
See you at the next episode.
I was trying to be cool with y'all niggas.
See you at the next episode of Simply Complicated. I'm getting out of here. Bye.